Was the curiosity always there and now you could actually follow it?
It was.
Yeah.
It was always there. And I had a lot of people coming to me telling me about meditation and how it changed their life and therapy and so many different things. And I was a bit overwhelmed because I was like, oh my God, what if this is going to suit me? I think it's a very personal experience.
Absolutely.
I think everybody has a very different version of all of that stuff. And so it was a little overwhelming. So I think I really just took the time to be off for a second. It was even the little things. It was like being able to go to my friend's birthday party, which I wouldn't have been able to go to before because I was working a lot.
I love hearing that because I think it is those simple things like, giving yourself that space, whatever it is that you needed to do.
Yeah.
When you needed it. And like you said, sometimes it's like, that's when all the subscribe buttons come up in front of you and it's like, try this and try this. And it's like, well, no, let me just take my time. And
it was also, now that I think about it, 23, I'm 26. I've had my horse so around that time is when I bought the horse that I have now, who is my, like, I jump her and I have 2 other horses, but they're like retired. So I don't really ride them the same way I ride her. So yeah, I guess it was around that time too that I was like, I'm going to do this because I love this. And like, I want to get back into it. And this is what I've loved my whole life. So it was around that time that I feel like all of that started happening and I bought my horse and I like started taking more time for things that made me really happy.
Yeah. What I'm noticing in you and observing, or at least from just these...
God.
No, in a good way. In a good way. It's all good. I was just saying, it's like, it feels like no matter what's happening in your orbit, there's this pillar of belief that it's important to be happy.
Yeah.
Like, that's like this core center belief in your life where it's like,
sure.
It's important to be happy. It's important to be happy. That has to be the goal.
For sure. And, it's not always easy. We live in such an interesting industry and in such an interesting time with social media that it can be very hard sometimes. You can fall victim to so many things that don't serve you and that don't make you happy. If your happiness depends on the actions of others, you're at mercy of things that you can't control. Mm-hmm. And that's never where I want to be. So I always want to live in, like, me and my therapist talk about, like, my higher goddess, my higher self. Like, I always want to live there knowing that, when I'm there, you can't take that away from me. That's mine. And no matter what, you can disagree with me, you can agree with me. That's not going, I'm not changing. I'm not shifting. I'm here. I'm in my higher goddess. Yeah. So I always live by, like, keep holding my happiness and not letting anyone else affect it. And though I fall victim to it at times,
of course,
as we all probably do.
Absolutely.
I strive every day to live in that place. So.